about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Let's go, baby.
Mayfield to throw on the first play. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Mayfield on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing, Mayfield. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They will run for the first time here with White. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Out left to Dotson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, 27 yards. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Faking the handoff. Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll go play action. Howell. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down. Howell now. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Complete, it's Dodson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Another throw for Howell. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Let's ride, dog. Let's ride. Let's go, y'all. Dig down deep.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back now comes Tampa Bay. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staffs some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. 36 yards on the play. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 13 yards out. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
First down, Hal to throw. Steps away to his left. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards that time. Hal throwing on 1st down here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Dotson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's Hal with another throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Howell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Let's go, man. Let's go. I know you hype. Keep on playing. That's right. It's showtime, baby. They're gonna walk that walk, baby. Oh, let's turn it up. That's what I'm talking about. You know what we can't be straight up. Come on, let's go, man.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 49 yards. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And this is going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. Dancing to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Robinson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Powell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. 3rd and long, here's Howell. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, here's White. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
White. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense going back to work. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Howell. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Howell will throw it. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Howell. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And this one's high, but not very far. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield now. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 20-yard line. Hal throwing on 1st down here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hal, he'll look to throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
70 yards on the ground for him so far. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll go up the middle with White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, a run from White. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.